Hi everybody, so I hope you can all hear me and we're going to start in I guess few minutes. So we're going to talk about content marketing today. Hi Harshad, glad to have you. Hi Meher, glad to have you, so glad to have you. I'm just gonna check that this is getting on LinkedIn or not. And yes, you can see me on LinkedIn. Awesome, that's going on. Looking forward, that's amazing. So shall we start or shall we wait for people to join and tune into? Just help me out in chat section because I can't see. Let's start. Okay, awesome. Let's start. So I'll just share my screen and we'll start. Okay, let's do it. Awesome. Thank you so much. So yes, I hope you can see my screen. Just give me heads up if you can see. That would be really helpful. I'll just check once in chat if you can see my screen. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Yes. So, can you guys just see my screen? Yes, okay. Okay, we are going to talk about, yes, let me get it. Yeah, so thank you so much, first of all, having me for Creator and Rajat and Vignesh for arranging this. Thank you so much. My name is Saloni, and I am basically a personal branding expert and content marketer alongside. So I help startups and founders figure out their content strategy and also establish a personal brand, strong personal brand alongside, which can help them, get a good trust among their customers and actually amplify their voice within communities. So today we are going to talk about content marketing for startups, basically a cost-effective way to build an audience and turn them into customers. So content marketing is something in which you're not going to put a hefty amount of like money on front end to get the results. So this is one of the very cost-effective methods which you can use for your startup. So these are some statistics which I just have put in order to let how content marketing can help your business. Now actually it's helping businesses, personal brands, pretty much everything because content is king. It is always said, right? So just few statistics on the screen. Like 47% of buyers view 3 to 5 pieces of content before engaging with a sales rep. So gone are the days when sales rep used to come, they used to give you a hefty presentation, then you say, okay, we'll make a decision, or you're just convinced and all. So gone are the days people are actually very intelligent. They go online, they check stuff, they see what you're putting out. So be very, careful what you do, what you say. So that's why content is really, really into, kind of became a big way to win in 21st century for startups and for personal brands or any business you are doing. Okay, so one of the even like 81% of respondents reported that their company views content as a core business strategy. So it's not something like you are doing on the side or something, but it's a core business strategy. Okay, and even conversion rates are nearly 6 times higher for content marketing adopters. So the people or the marketers who go and prioritize content marketing, they can get conversions easily because when you're putting content out there, you are building the trust. You're telling stories to people of what you do. You're not selling them like, okay, let's buy. Content marketing is definitely not shouting buy from me. It's about making a strategy, me telling you a story, getting the right messaging, telling the customers what is the product all about, and maybe not only the what is the product all about, but actually try even a level more to solve their problems and build things around it. So that once they are facing the problem, your name should pop up in their mind. You position yourself as that. So that's what content marketing can do for you. So what do you need to get started? A lot of people have misconception that content marketing is easy. You just need to get a blog writer, you need just to get a social media copywriter, content copywriter, and you just get started. And that's why no wonder they never succeed with content marketing. So first of all, you need, if you're a startup or maybe you're running a brand or something, you need a brand strategy to get done. What is a brand strategy? Okay, let's get rid of this jargon and let me simplify it for you. What does brand strategy is basically all about brand, basically a brand guidebook, or you can say what does your brand do. You know the message, you know the vision, you don't know the mission. You're pretty much clear about things, and you know where your brand is going. So you have the correct positioning, because a lot of business kind of exclude this part, and they don't even focus on what is brand strategy or blah blah blah. It's just logo, it's just that. No, it's not. Brand strategy includes a lot of stuff apart from logo and visual style also. That is your brand mission, vision, values, differentiator, your USP, your competitors, and your positioning. So you should know where you stand, Once you know that, then you can start with your content strategy. Once you know who you are and where do you want to position yourself. For example, if you are a cosmetic brand and you want to position yourself as someone who is selling beauty, as something to feel confident into, not something that's not a notion to hide your insecurities, but to kind of bank upon your strengths, not on your weaknesses, and that kind of positioning you want in market. Or maybe you are some, for example, I'll give you a example of a brand of toilet paper. I can't recall the name right now, and they are selling, half of their profits goes into making toilets in the parts of the world where there are no toilets right now. Okay, like for India also, if we go back, so everybody did not have a toilet at the back at their homes. So they used to do that, and they use eco-friendly toilet paper. So a lot of stuff. So this is their way of positioning themselves, that they are doing something good for the nation, something good for the world also, and they're building. They have this eco-friendly message also. So what does your brand do? What is your differentiator point? Like almost nearly every toilet paper is pretty much same, but this toilet paper especially stood out to me because of these things. So your startup should stand out to people. So that is all comes under brand strategy, and you should be very clear about that. Second is content strategy. Okay, once the brand strategy is in place, who are your competitors, who are you targeting, what is your user persona and all that stuff, what is the messaging, everything. Then you can start thinking of content strategy. Okay, we are going to maybe, and for example, for a corporate brand, for a fashion brand, the channels could be different for content. For somebody, LinkedIn can work, maybe for fashion brand, Instagram can work well. So you need to figure out the content strategy, which kind of content you're going to publish, and will it be blogs, will it be LinkedIn content, or maybe will it be Instagram content, or more video content, or static content. So this you all figure in content strategy. Then you must be having a goal sheet. Goal sheet is nothing but basically, a list of your goals and why do you want to accomplish those goals and what happens if you accomplish those goals. So that's basically a roadmap you're trying to make. Okay, for example, you are trying to generate more impressions for your brand and build brand awareness. So that could be one goal. Second goal could be, maybe getting more leads. And for different goals, different kinds of content work. So you should be pretty much clear about the goals also. So I think, and if I have to, kind of summarize it, you need 3 things before getting started, before writing any piece of content. First is brand strategy, figured out what do you do, where do you stand, and which kind of people you are appealing to, and how you're positioning your brand. Second is content strategy, and third is goal sheet. Okay. So there are majorly 2 types of content marketing. First is organic content marketing, and second, inorganic, or you say paid content marketing. Inorganic content marketing is basically, all the kinds of blogs you can see, LinkedIn content, which is not paid, on which you're not running ads. Okay, it's basically organic, and it's giving you organic views, and it's coming free of cost. You're just putting out content out there. While in paid, you run ads, like for the creators and all the posts and copy you see on Facebook of Myntra running ads. That's paid content marketing for them. Okay. So what's the process or how to start this entire thing? Of course, before going into this, I just would like to, say and check with you guys if you have any questions, although I'll answer all the questions at the, back of the things. Do you think now written content? Okay, I'm going to answer all the questions. Okay. So please be there and let me know and all the questions as you're feeling. And I'm going to answer at the end of I hope you're enjoying the session, guys. Okay. So let's get back to the session again. So I'm going to do this again, full screen mode, yes. So what is the process? So usually the process, sometimes it seems very overwhelming, but I have, simplified it into basic 6 steps. So step 1, what I usually, when I work with clients, so I help them with their brand strategy. A lot of clients, a lot of startups and a lot of people, they don't have this aspect figured out. So first of all, get done with the brand strategy. I'll say, know what you do, what your messaging is, where you want to position yourself, and pretty much everything. Then define your content strategy. Okay, what channels you're going to focus upon, or maybe broadly you can define the things like, okay, this is we are going to do this. We are going to do blogs, or we are going to do this content 3 times a week, this content 4 times a week, and how we are going to kind of organize everything. So it's a broader thing, like what are the goals, and then you have to set your goals. Of course, set goals and content strategy kinds of come back and forth, because you should be knowing your goals to set the content strategy, and then again content strategy to set your goals. So you should be knowing where you want to go, then all these things come into play. Okay. Next step is choose your channel. Like I already told, like maybe for a fashion brand, Instagram could work better than LinkedIn, but maybe for a SaaS startup, okay, so LinkedIn could work better. So you need to choose your platform. Okay, so after you choose your platform, then you can start creating content. You can see whatever you thought in your content strategy. Okay, you'll go for blogs maybe two times a week and 4 times a week on LinkedIn. So then you start creating content upon that strategy. And the sixth step is very important. You organize all the stuff in calendar, in a content calendar, and like basically you can say day, content pillar you can decide, and which in the especially which is a part of a content strategy. And then you can say, okay, this is the link of the content. And so that once you are like, okay, today I have to post some content, I'm not writing on the way, okay, what is the content I need to post? I'm clueless. This should not happen, okay? So make sure you have organized things into calendar, and then distribution is very important. You see which content is going on with channel, and then of course measure ROI of everything, measure impact of everything, like how many impressions you're getting, are you getting any leads, whatever is your parameter to measure the things. So these are the few catalysts basically which has worked for me and my clients, and which can actually help you speed up the entire content marketing thing. And first is, of course, if you have like something niche communities, and influencers exist in all the venture domains. So what you can do is you can approach them and ask them to collab with you, and you can approach influencers also to do that. Usually this happens is your brand was get amplified. You are kind of content, maybe you're not able to reach to a lot of people, so this can actually help you. Second is establish a personal brand as a founder. Okay, this is a new trend and this has been working really well. If you're a founder of a company, SaaS startup, anything you're doing, and it certainly is a message, and you can do a lot better with a personal brand, because people tend to, no matter the business is B2B, B2C, whatever you say, but it's finally P2P, people to people. So people trust people, they want to buy from people whom they trust. So definitely, having a strong personal brand in that domain would take you a lot ahead as compared to just, maybe doing content marketing. So this can be second catalyst. And third catalyst is being very patient. It's a long-term game. Remember, guys, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay. So I would like to tell my story and how content marketing actually helped me a lot. So I recently graduated just last year. So, and maybe a lot of can seem like bragging, but it's just to justify the point, like how the story actually, helped me, content marketing helped me shape my story. So then I went, I actually basically, I graduated in chemical engineering, but I specialized in polymer chemistry. So you can think of my specialization was polymer science. And then I went on an intern with IIT Guwahati, where I worked on some cool projects related to nanocellulose. Then I went on to work with ExxonMobil, and then I had offers from Kyoto and ABG Thailand, which I couldn't take due to COVID reasons and certain reasons. And then I went on to work with Hero MotoCorp for 6 months, went on to work with Hero MotoCorp because I was placed there. And all this while I was a gold medalist in my academic career also. So it was pretty good, decent, success according to me, and it looks pretty good on CV whenever I share it with the, recruiter, and it worked really well in my career. But despite all this, I was not happy. I was truly, truly unhappy, and I really wanted to do something on my own, build something, and wanted to switch my career altogether, like literally. So I graduated in something else, and I wanted to do something entirely, completely different. So after a lot of brainstorming sessions with my family, friends, and a few breakdowns, and finally I made a decision. So I'm going to pause here, and I just want you guys to guess like what decisions maybe like could I have made that time. That would be amazing. I would love to hear from you guys in chat, like, okay, so what decision you think I have started up? Started up what, Meher? Like what? I would love to hear from you guys if you have something, you want to guess and you want to take a guess, like went on your own. Yes, partly true. I went on my own. Actually, that's very true. Gucci, Zara, and all brands are true without content marketing. How? I'll discuss about that. Don't worry. Do you think MBA not worth it? I'll talk about that MBA thing also. Don't worry. Market yourself. Okay, so time to reveal the stuff. Okay. Again, I'll go on full screen mode. Okay. Yes. So I made a decision and I quit my job at Hero. Yes. But definitely, I'm not encouraging you to quit your job too. This is not a slide for that. This is just my, perception of doing things, because I wanted to start something on my own, and I wanted to get rid of the job so that I can focus on completely, because I was not able to focus on my freelance career I was already doing. So I quit my job at Hero, and this was a turning point of my life. So, and after, I'm going to show now, after this, one slide is going to come, and this is going to show my success with content marketing. Okay. Snapshots of my success with content marketing on LinkedIn. So, I have established myself as a personal brand and a personal branding and marketing expert. And this is what the result has been. So I keep getting regular offers from startups, client inquiries. I keep getting all the clients mostly from my LinkedIn only. And I run on completely freelance mode, and I can work from anywhere. I keep getting inquiries, and I guess, yeah, day after tomorrow, I'm speaking on a podcast, and I keep getting all this. But this, I just switched in a second, but it happened in like a year or something. So content marketing, it requires a lot of patience and a lot of work to get such success. This has worked for me. That's why I'm showing these snapshots. Okay. So it helped me. How it helped me? Actually, it helped me helped me in making a very strong personal brand, and it transitioned into a career of my choice. It also helped me work with leading startups and global clients. I work with clients all over the world now. I'm a successful freelancer now. I can say I keep getting offers from companies, but I don't want to do anything full time. So unfortunately, I have to say no. And now I get the ability to share my learnings and story, and that is, I guess, the best part about it. And of course, create an impact through my work and help people who are stuck. So, but this took me a long time to figure out, and content marketing certainly helped me over all that. So I just want to say that content marketing takes time. Sometimes it's overwhelming, but it's definitely worth it. So are you ready to take the challenge? I just want to ask you, are you ready to take the challenge, guys? Yes, whoa, that's amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna just give you some reminders. Maybe it's a screenshot moment or something you can take. These are the few reminders when you can get back to when you feel overwhelmed with work in your life. So if you are to have a startup or something, or maybe a personal brand, or maybe a freelancer, just start, define your goals and get started. You're already ahead of 98% of the people. Okay, it's a long process. Keep sharing. As I already said, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So it's definitely a long process. Keep sharing, keep improvising, keep upskilling, keep learning, and being patient throughout this process. And I'll just have this personal advice. Learn to enjoy the journey. It will be a lot better, than just trying to get to the last outcome of the stage. So, and of course, never forget to analyze and measure. Sometimes something which gets measured gets improved. Same says Philip Kotler, marketing guru, which you all know from. So this is something very important. Don't forget this. So this is a 6-step content marketing framework. So first is get done with your brand strategy. Second is define your content strategy. Third is set your goals. Fourth is choose your channel. Fifth is start creating content. And sixth is organize and calendar, distribute, and measure. So this is just a revision. Like, you can maybe take a screenshot or something which can help you later when you are doing content marketing for your startup or your personal brand, maybe. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for listening so patiently and putting a lot of questions in the chat, which I'm definitely going to answer. And a lot of thanks to Rajat and Vignesh for setting up this. Okay, thank you so much. And these are my Insta handle and my Gmail ID and LinkedIn. You can connect to me, and I would love to hear from you if you have any doubts. And now let's get back to the questions in chat. I don't know. Let me share. Let me just put my LinkedIn ID, in that too, so that you can get connected and we can get connected there just now. Yeah, so this is my LinkedIn ID, and you can just get connected with me. Okay, and just share once again. I don't know, there's an issue. Yes. If I have to share my, okay, here. I don't know, my internet is lagging. Really sorry. So yeah, you can connect here, and now I'm going to just answer some questions. So can you please talk about the content for SEO? Okay, so I am supposing, okay, SEO is basically search engine optimization. So it helps you get better ranking in Google and make you more accessible to people actually. So what you do in SEOs, there are different three kinds of SEO majorly, on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. So when you're trying, for you making your website, so make sure your website is technically SEO sound. And when you're putting content on it, make sure it has the the keywords you want to rank for, so that they are not very highly they are high intent keywords and they're long tail keywords. Because if you want to rank on a very general keyword, it's going to be very difficult. Sorry. So make sure you know the keywords that you want to rank for. Then you make a blog in which you can embed those keywords very naturally, write long form content which is very friendly and can help your readers. So for SEO or anything you want to rank for, make sure readers are your priority, and then anything technical stuff comes into. So definitely for SEO, I'll just suggest you should know what you want to rank for, and then you start writing your blogs. It's a long-term game, SEO. So, and then you start guest blogging, you can do backlinking and stuff, so that your content ranks in SEO and stuff. Do you think now written content does not do well only video? No, not at all. I think written content really does well and it works all the time. We still read blogs. I still read blogs, and of course, video works like bite-sized content. A lot of people like to watch videos, but I mean, if you look at websites, like really good websites, they have like blogs and every like Medium and all. Why are they working? They have written content a lot. So, and of course, Neegal Patel, if you go, so they have a video embedded, but there's a lot of written content. So, if you are giving value, no matter, everything works. Any tips on influencer lead marketing? What works? Influencer marketing definitely works. You should know, but you should be choosing the influencer who is within your niche and actually has kind of audience. So these things I think you need to consider. Like when to your own, yes. Gucci, Zara and brands are huge without content marketing. How? Okay, so you need to just consider when their Gucci, Zara started and they did different kinds of marketing. Okay, they did a lot of FOMO marketing. They appeal to only one section of society. But for example, if you're starting at that level, maybe you don't need content marketing. But of course, for startups, especially, you need content marketing. And today, content marketing works for everyone. For Gucci and Zara, I see the billboards and sometimes Gucci and all. I don't know, like they do, but not on very scale. But the time Gucci and Zara was there, maybe they were not that prevalent. That I can say. You think MBA is not worth it? Depends. I don't have that much money to spend on education anymore, so I did not go for it. Market yourself. Yes, I became a freelancer. Yes. What's the challenge? Challenge for what, Parul? I cannot get exactly. How long does it take you to get clients? Okay, it's a long-term process, and you keep posting it. First of all, you upscale, okay, and then you keep posting yourself. For me, LinkedIn worked out. For some people, cold emailing works out also. So it depends. Like it took me, of course, 5 to 6 months to get good clientele. So it takes time. What kind of data metrics do you track for content doing well or not? Depends. Like, for example, you can track engagement, or maybe for me, like my major aim when I post content is how many leads I'm getting through content. So, for example, if through a post I got this much of leads, this many of leads, so I try to focus on that kind of content more. Depends entirely upon your goals. Okay. In terms of content writing, what are some tools you use? So I use majorly Google Drive, Google Docs. I still stick to that, simple. And for keyword research, you can use Ahrefs. I used Ahrefs. And if you want to look for some, I will just type in here. You can just Ahrefs you can use for if you're looking for SEO content, and they have a lot of data and keyword and stuff. You can look from there, and of course you can suggest Uber. You can use Uber Suggest. It's free tool, so you can use this. Apart from that, I don't use any specific tool I can recall now. Yeah, of course, to organize, I use Docs and Excel sheets and sometimes Notion also. So I hope it was helpful. Any other questions, if you guys are having, feel free to ask. I would love to answer. And if you're having doubts, or you can connect on LinkedIn, and I keep posting content about content marketing and personal branding, and we can connect there for sure. So I hope it was a great time. And yeah. Okay, thank you so much for having me here. Okay, so I'll just maybe take a screenshot or a photo. That would be amazing. Thank you so much for today's class. Thank you, Sanket. It was a pleasure hosting you guys. And yeah, and I'm gonna come on next, maybe on the next next session, so you can have all the 6-step framework, which I decided I'm gonna maybe in decode all the step by step, so you can actually tune into and see if you're still interested in the subject. So that would be amazing. I'm just gonna take a picture. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.